Hi, I'm Scott O'Donohoe, one of the pastors here at the Village Church.
And I'm Michael Graham, one of the pastors as well.
Wanted to invite you guys into an opportunity to help us out here at the Village. In case you don't know, we are kind of recommitting to stay here at the 210 for the next 3 to 5 years. We're going to recommit this fall, and so since this is going to be kind of our gathering place for the next few years, we like to do some things here to make this a better gathering place. And man, we're also looking at what it looks like for us to just be better equipped, to better equip you for the ministry over that time period as well. And so this is where the campaign that we're doing right now, that this is introducing to you, the 15 and 30 campaign, that's where this comes in. You want to share a little bit about what we're doing?
Yeah, so basically some specifics in terms of what we want to do. We, as a church, are led by Matt Tucker. Pastor Matt Tucker kind of oversees the finances along with one of our deacons, Nate Perry, and a finance team. They do a really, really great job.
Yeah.
Just in terms of making sure that we're making like just wise decisions and stewarding all that God's given us through you and many others really well. And so we're not at a place to where we're like just flat broke and trying to, just figure stuff out.
Not at all.
But we also want to make sure that while we invest this money, we want to give the opportunity for you and for others to help out with that, so that kind of twofold. One, we make this space a little better. And so some specific things, we want to make the women's restroom presentable.
Feel like a place that women might actually want to go.
Yeah, you might want to use the restroom. So women's restroom, lighting, it's kind of just horrible around here. Some flooring stuff, clean the floors.
Signage here, so that people know where they're going, especially if it's their first time here.
Yeah, the huddle room's kind of just been a room. So we want to kind of upgrade some of the office stuff around here, and yeah.
All kinds of stuff like that. We have to put in a new HVAC unit if we're going to stay here for 3 to 5 years. So we have
Which
to
is
do
the
that
biggest. That's the biggest.
as well. That's the hugest ticket.
Yeah.
So we're looking at investing around $30,000 here into the building space, and again, that'll serve us for the next at least 3 to 5 years, maybe longer if we decide to stay here as well. And so that's just stuff that not only we're required to do, but that we want to do in order to make this a place that's more hospitable to those who show up here, and that's just helpful for those of you who serve week in and week out, for the ministries that not only happen here at the Village on Sunday mornings, but also throughout the week. We just want this space to be helpful, to not be a hindrance to what folks are trying to do when they gather here.
What are you trying to say?
This is a great space. We're very thankful for it when it's
sure.
not flooded.
So how about this? Because of our commitment not to leave and pursue some other endeavors or whatever, it really frees us up a ton to continue to have like super affordable lease space. And so the space that we have has served us well, and the biggest upside is really it's enabled us to put money different places and towards church planting and towards potential staff positions, and really to pay for us. And we brought Scott on last February. So as we kind of figure out what ministry looks like in this space and what normal kind of giving trends, and then also our output ministry costs on that stuff, we want to front load the investment into this space to make it nice, but then we also want to front load. Are we talking about this?
Yeah.
Can we do this?
Yeah.
We also want to front load just staff, and we've had the intent literally for 8 years. We desired to bring Tucker on to free him up and his family up to serve the people of the Village Church in a greater capacity. And so our desire is, and what we're kind of aiming at, is to with this commitment to stay here, get this place up to snuff on the front end, and then front load the next 3+ years of ministry by going ahead and hiring Matt. We kind of have a couple guidelines that would cause us to maybe be able to do that in the fall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, at least by the beginning of next year, at the very latest, probably. So our kind of philosophy at the Village is we want to hire equippers, and that's what Matt is. He's skilled and does a lot of stuff, but one of his biggest assets is that he equips other people to do that. And that's really what all three of us, that's what our job is / will be, is to equip you, the church, to do the ministry, not for us to do all the ministry ourselves. So in order to accomplish that, to bring Matt on, we have an emergency fund that has 3 months of operating expenses kind of in that, just in case something ever happens or whatever. And so before we bring Matt on, certainly want to do the finish the build out stuff here. Want to get through the summer. Summer's always kind of goofy for church attendance and giving and all those things. But then we also want to raise, put $15,000 towards the emergency fund so that we can kind of have that buffer already built in. So when we bring Matt on, we're not also trying to play catch up with the emergency fund as well. So all in all, looking at around $30,000 here in the building, and then $15,000 we want to add to the emergency fund. So looking at investing around $45,000 just into different things, a better gathering place, better staff able to equip you guys for ministry here over the next few months. And so that's where our invitation to you comes in, where we would love to be able to raise $15,000 over the next 30 days. So throughout June, beginning of July, we would love to raise $15,000. And so that's our invitation to you to help offset some of those costs and make those things happen. We have money set aside. We'll be diving into savings and stuff like that without any risk.
Not the emergency.
Not the emergency fund. Again, this goes back to Matt and Nate and the rest of the budget team and everyone who's helped with finances over the years. They've done an awesome job. So we have the money to do this stuff. But what it would do, that $15,000 would expedite some things for us, particularly the emergency fund, and will also just help offset those costs for building stuff here as well. So we're not playing as much catch up. So we would love to raise $15,000 over the next 30 days. If we can raise more, that'd be awesome. So if you would like to help out with that, you can go to our regular online giving site, which is GivingFire. You can find that on our website. And there's a fund called 15 and 30, and we would just ask that you guys give any amount that you feel called to. And this is above and beyond kind of regular giving at the Village. If you are a regular giver, we would encourage you to give above and beyond that. But you can go to that site, give whenever you want to, as often as you would like, and any amount that you would like to as well. It all helps. It'll all help to go offset this cost and really make this place better for those who come, better for those who lead, and will help us bring on Matt that will help better equip you guys to do the ministry. So certainly want to invite you into giving. Also, we're going to have work days and stuff around here. We already have community groups and serve teams and all kind of stuff. It's part of the mission that we have here at the Village as well. So there are other opportunities and other ways we would invite you to become part of what God is doing here. But certainly this particular campaign is part of that as well. Anything else you want to add to that?
That's good.
Cool. Guys, thanks for watching this. Just ask that you would pray through what it might look like for you to invest and be part and contribute to this campaign. We just thank you for your prayers and your time and your sweat if you volunteer. And even if you're not around here, if you don't have time or money to put towards this stuff, just thank you for even watching this and for your prayers towards this stuff. We hope that we are good stewards and continue to be good stewards of not just money, but of your time and of your talent, and just of God's grace to us through Jesus and the Spirit and this church that we are so grateful that we get to pastor. So thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, to Matt, to Adam, to the budget team. We'd be happy to answer your questions and help you out however you can. Thanks for watching.